All right, up next we have Taurus rising and sun. So this Sagittarius new moon is happening in your eighth house. And one of the messages that's coming through pretty strongly is this emphasis on Uranus moving through your first house, because this new moon is making an exact quincunx to Uranus in your first. Uranus in your first is a lot about liberating yourself, being a free spirit, being a nomad, being open to inspiration, potentials, new ideas, experimenting, trying new things with your life, with your identity, with your appearance, with your body. All of these things, even relationships, they can start to shift and change as you start, again, experimenting and going on adventures and trying new stuff. And that is the phase of life that you are in right now as Uranus moves to your first house. And this new moon is activating that part of you. So you are maybe trying to experiment and try something new. And this new moon in the eighth house might be bringing up some fears around that, because as Taurus, you are a fixed sign. You are a little bit less, there's a little bit more rigidity. It does depend on your entire birth chart, so don't take that personally. But Taurus is a fixed sign, so it's not as movable. It's not as adaptable. So you are in a period with this Uranus energy where you're kind of getting into a new vibration, something that's less dense, like the earth in you, and lighter, more like air, or even in this case, fire. So it's like kind of raising the vibration, but it can feel, and I don't mean raising the vibration as in like being more positive. I mean like things moving faster, like things reacting faster. That's how I see air signs. If you think about like when you heat up water, for example, it's like everything is moving a lot faster and those molecules are bouncing off each other. I don't really know science, you can tell, but I think you get what I'm trying to say here. It's like things are like a little bit more chaotic and a little bit faster because they're lighter and they can move freely from place to place. So when they're stimulated, they're like all over the place. So I think that you guys are moving into a little bit more of that energy in your life where things might be uprooted or less stable, less consistent. Maybe you don't have your routine because you're trying something new. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you're meeting new friends, or you're encountering different experiences that are challenging the ways that you used to do things or used to perceive things. Maybe you found a new love and it's like, oh my God, how am I gonna, like, what? You know, you're just like questioning things that you have always had kind of stable. So something about your life that's in a little bit of like upheaval, not in a bad way, but in a way of like, I'm a free spirit and I'm not tied down to a specific identity. I'm able to adapt. I'm able to change. I'm able to try new things. And that lightness and that uncertainty and that experimentation quality could bring up some anxiety for you at times with this Nine of Swords. This is going to look different for lots of people. So like, let's say that you are on the road, for example. Well, maybe just being on the road and not having, clarity around where you're going to go next or what the plan is or how you're going to make money or whatever, maybe that could sometimes worry you. And you could overthink. Or maybe you are encountering a new relationship and you feel differently about this person than you've ever felt before. And now you're doing things differently and it's catching you off guard and it worries you. But there's definitely something here where there's a trust issue going on with this trust card. There's something where you need to trust the process of something that the universe is putting into your life or changing up for you, or you need to trust another person in your life. But there's something that's like, okay, yeah, you don't know where this is going. This energy is a shakeup. This energy is a breakthrough energy. So it's moving you all about. It's changing your perspective and ways of doing things. And you have to trust that you're going to land in the right place and be safe, and not that you are going to be thrown off by this. So my message to you is that you are going through the right steps right now and that you can trust the unknown. And that is a big factor in this new moon with it making a square to Neptune. There's quite a bit of unknown, especially when it comes to your connections, your friendships, your communities, your sense of belonging. With this square to Neptune and being in your 11th, this area of your life might feel really uncertain or really kind of murky and unknown. And you just have to trust that everything is going to work out in these areas and everything's going to be just fine. This is trining the North Node in your 12th. So this year really is all about going on adventures that you don't know where they're going to lead you, but they lead you to a deeper spiritual purpose and a deeper spiritual connection than you've ever seen before, and greater trust as a result of that. I really feel like this is going to be a good time with this Wheel of Fortune card. Like, I think that the adventure that you're going on is going to plop you out in a place that is very fortunate for you and that you're going to be very pleased. And one of the reasons I say that is because Jupiter, which is the ruler of this moon, is strongly activated by positive aspects to Mercury and even to Venus. It's a hard aspect to Venus, but it's still super positive. And Jupiter is in your first house. So basically, what you're getting from this is all these blessings around growth, and it's going to impact you as a person. And you're getting a lot of support from people or from having things just work out in your travels or having realizations about things or having important conversations or contracts signed. Things are just going to flow and work out for you right now. So you don't have to worry, even if they feel uncertain or chaotic or confusing around how things are going to land. You can trust the process, but you have to ride the wheel fully around. You can't stop at one place and think like, oh, this is it and I'm worried, because there needs to be time for the full revolution to occur of whatever's trying to happen. So being adaptable, believing that things are going to work out for the best, and also being willing to change your mind or have important conversations about how you feel about things is going to be important. With this trust card, I think that could involve other people. If that's the case, having important conversations with those people will help you feel more at ease. And if it's with yourself and the universe, then that's something that you can pray about, for example, or, ask for divine guidance about. You're not alone. We're really connected right now. And with Venus in your 7th and Jupiter in your 1st, you're getting positive energy coming through relationships. So you don't have to worry. Everything's going to be fine. I feel like I need to keep telling you that, but you guys are on the right path. And I think it's a time to be hopeful and optimistic about these changes that you're making in your life, because they're going to be really beneficial for you in the long term. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Taurus. If you are a healer, I'm conducting interviews and it's going to take about an hour. So if you are willing to give me that much time and you are a healer who's interested in using astrology for your clients, mind and body, then let me know. contact@willowsbloom.com and type in healer interview, and I will give you a personalized 2024 astrology forecast report in exchange for your time. So if you're interested in that, I would love to meet up with you on a phone call. I'm trying to get 50 of these done so I can make sure that I know my audience and like what I'm trying to do for them very, very well. So if that's you, I'd love to hear from you, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Bye.